Are you receiving the funds from your claims like a slow IV drip? Meet Morgan. Morgan has a thriving medical practice. The office she leases provides space for her staff, medical equipment, and patients. Her patients are there for physicals, personal injuries, workers' comp issues, medical procedures, and therapy. From the outside looking in, things are great. The reality is, she is struggling. It all comes down to how long it takes her to be paid. It is tough to keep your head above water when you have monthly business expenses and delayed payment for services. If what I just described sounds familiar, I have a solution that will put you on the right track. You should continue to listen to this brief presentation because I will show you the most effective way you can gain access to the working capital that you need without creating any debt. Hello, my name is Aaron C. Paget. I established this company because I wanted to help small business owners. The Medical Funding Division of MFDM Consulting is dedicated to providing a financial lifeline to those in the healthcare industry. The number one challenge that small businesses will face is managing cash flow problems. For small businesses, the major worries are clients stalling payments, unexpected outgoings, and outstanding bills that won't wait to be paid. Personally, I think the biggest challenge affecting any small business is cash flow. Every business, including mine, has suffered from, or suffers from issues with getting money in that is owed to them. After further research, I found key pieces of data that solidified my decision to enter the medical funding field. Health spending is projected to grow 1.2 percentage points faster than gross domestic product, GDP, per year over the 2016-25 period. As a result, the health share of GDP is expected to rise from 17.8% in 2015 to 19.9% by 2025. Healthcare occupations and industries are expected to have the fastest employment growth. And to add the most jobs between 2014 and 2024, this economic growth is projected to generate 9.8 million new jobs, a 6.5% increase between 2014 and 2024. Healthcare spending is continuously growing, but what about payment for those services? Depending on the procedure, your payments can be bundled and paid 90 days after the services were provided. So, healthcare spending is growing to 20% of GDP, almost 10 million healthcare professionals will be added to the payroll, payments for your services are delayed for 90 days, and you, the healthcare professional, are stuck in the middle. No need to panic, I have a solution. MFDM Consulting was created to offer a solution to your financial dilemma. We are an online secure marketplace for buying medical account receivables. We provide a free marketplace where medical invoices can be bid on and offered. Within 48 hours of your secure data submission, you will receive a report that lists the bids made by the funding sources. What makes our services more efficient, helpful, and unique is the marketplace we provide for you. Let me explain how the marketplace will work to your advantage. After the medical services are carried out, the medical provider invoices the third-party payer. The invoice could go to Medicare, Medicaid, a HMO/PPO, or a private insurance company. Your invoices are copied to a secure marketplace so funders can bid on them. After selecting the funder with the best bid, they will advance up to 80% of the net invoice value, deposited within 3 days. The funder holds the remaining 20% against any invoices that are refused payment for any reason. Once full payment is received, the remainder of your funds are forwarded to you, minus the fee, which can be 1 to 3%. Medical accounts receivable funding can help physicians, hospitals, rehabilitation, physical therapy, MRI, radiology clinics, ambulance, transportation service, medical staffing companies, nursing homes, home health care groups, durable medical equipment providers, laboratories, radiology centers, and many more. Now that you have access to working capital, you can use your liquid funds to payroll, lease equipment and instrument fees, professional, malpractice insurance, parking and tolls, professional dues, journals and subscriptions, uniforms, dry cleaning bills, answering service license renewals. Here are some excellent reasons why medical factoring would be useful to your company. Cash in hand, you can typically gain access to your funds in 24 to 72 hours. Debt reduction, you can use the cash to reduce any debt you have acquired. Early discount opportunities, take advantage of discounts that your vendors may offer. No new liabilities, being that you are using your own funds, you are not creating any company debt. Builds your credit, early payments and debt reduction will help enhance your credit rating. Ability to concentrate, you can focus on marketing and securing new clients. Qualified, funding sources are HIPAA compliant. You're still listening. That's great. It means I have piqued your interest a bit. That does not mean that you don't have concerns. What I have done here is provided a list of frequently asked questions that generally come up. Why would I hand over my financial information to you, a stranger? The funding source is taking a huge risk if they gave money to a business they were unfamiliar with. After doing some due diligence, the funding source will feel comfortable and be willing to advance the funds. We understand the sensitivity of this situation but trust that your documents will be handled with the greatest care. Will my poor credit rating make me ineligible for factoring? No, factors base their decision to advance funds based on the creditworthiness of the company paying the claim, the insurance company. We generally see personal credit profiles improve after the company has been self-funding for a few months. How long is it from initial application to funding? If you provide all the necessary documentation, the account can be opened in under 2 weeks. Why do you only advance 80% of the invoice's value? Advances of 70% to 80% are typical among funding sources. Just to make it clear, once the funding source receives payment, the remaining balance will be forwarded to you minus the fee. What will my customers say when they find out that I'm factoring after you notify them of the assigned invoices? Medicare, Medicaid or HMO/PPO insurance carriers are all familiar with factoring. They will not look at you negatively. It is a sign of strength and decisiveness to factor your claims. What do I need to be eligible? At least $50,000 in AR. At least 6 months in business. Some collection history. What could disqualify me from being able to factor my claims? The issues that could prevent you from being able to factor are: having receivables pledged as collateral to another lender. Owing any past due taxes, this could be worked out. The creditworthiness of your customers. How much will this cost? The funding source can charge anywhere from 1% to 3%. This may sound expensive but allow me to paint a picture of what could happen if you don't take action. You will deplete your reserve funds while you try to stay afloat. Unfortunately, you will miss payroll and destroy the confidence of your staff. It is highly likely you won't be able to meet your taxes or insurance payments. Expansion plans will come to a halt. Due to delinquent payments, you could damage your credit rating. You will have to put your company goals on hold. Now is the time to act. Click the link and fill out the questionnaire. If you still question the benefits for factoring, listen to those that have taken full advantage of invoice factoring. Factoring stabilizes your cash flow, which allows you to move forward with projects and pay employees on time without the crushing stress that comes with worrying when a payment will come through. How do I know if factoring is right for me? If you have had to turn business away, missed payroll or cannot pay other business expenses because of a lack of capital, factoring is an option worth considering, especially if you are frequently worrying about clients who miss payment deadlines. Still not convinced? Banks focus on a business's creditworthiness in considering whether to make a loan. Factors look at the financial soundness of a business's customers. As a result, firms with scant credit history may be able to sell their invoices. Don't let inaction be the reason why you did not reach your greatest potential. You have 2 options. Option 1 is to continue doing the same and nothing will change. The other option is to take the first step and put your business on a new path. So, what is that first step? Fill out the questionnaire. Provide some information about your company and the best time to call. That's it. You can fill out the information from your office computer or mobile device. When you are done, submit it online. That's all it takes. Take action now. Complete and submit the questionnaire. We are looking forward to serving you.